In a forest named Dreamland, there lived a crow named Rocky. His way of living his life was very different from the other birds.
These fool animals. They worked hard for hours to search food and bring it home with great efforts. Then only they are getting food. But my thoughts are quite different.
He saw that a bird named Tinu had an apple in its claw and with great difficulty has brought it to its nest.
Hey bird Tinu, how you are so late today? I was waiting for you so long.
You must be wishing to steal my food. That is why you were waiting for me.
Oh no, this is not the reason. Your brother had come to your nest and he was crying.
What? My brother had come crying? Did you not ask him why he was crying?
I tried my best. Then he revealed to me that both the wings of your mother has been cut and she is on her deathbed.
What are you saying? My mother is in her last stage? Tinu Bird was shocked to hear this news. She had tears in her eyes and flew away immediately.
This is how food can be arranged without any labor.
Saying this, he was very happy and flew towards Tinu's nest and then enjoyed eating the apple in its nest.
Wow, relishing. If I had worked hard, this would not have been so relishing.
He ate half of the apple very happily, and the rest of it he threw it on the ground.
Lunch is over. Now it's time for relaxation.
Having said this, he flew into the sky. This is how, with his cunningness, he used to cheat most of the animals in the forest. There lived a hard-working ant in the forest. And at this time, the crow, enjoying his moment, was sitting on a branch and looking at that ant. Oh, what a heavy nut! Bringing this to this place, I have hurt my back. The ant ate little bit of that nut, and now the weight of the nut was a little less. Then once again he lifted that nut and started walking towards its den.
Hey sister ant, what are you doing? You already had your lunch. Now where are you taking this green seed?
Every day I eat half of the food, and rest of the food I hide it in my den. It is kept in this den.
Well, this is stupidity. What do you gain from storing half of the food? Aren't you facing trouble to bring it to home, huh?
It happens. But then, for a better future, we have to do a little hard work. If we have to face any difficulty in the future, when we can't even go out to look for food, then what shall we eat?
Filthy thoughts you have. I have only one principle. Eat gorgeously and leave the leftovers.
Having said this, he flew away from there. This is how months passed. Then came the season of rains. There was such a huge cyclone that big trees fell apart. Only those trees which were strong and sturdy were the ones to stand tall. The crow was relaxing in its own nest.
Oh, what a pleasant breeze. May I relax like this and someone be there to feed me with grapes.
But then a sudden strong wind made his nest fall from the branches. And he too fell on the ground with a thump.
Oh my god, it's going to rain. That too a cyclone. I couldn't even guess.
He saw his nest floating away, and the nests of other birds too were floating away.
What happened? I have not thought about this before.
And he was not able to fly away in the strong wind. The strong gusts of wind were not allowing him to fly, and he was being thrust back.
Now I must take help from someone.
Thinking of this, he went to Tinu Bird, who was now staying in her brother's wooden hut.
Bird Tinu, oh Bird Tinu.
Hearing his voice, the door opened and Tinu came out.
Tinu, take me inside your nest. My nest had been blown up and I am also not well.
Oh, for which help of yours should I help you? Tell me.
I am in trouble.
The other day, you had troubled me so much by giving me a bad news of my mother's broken wing. I had flown out without eating anything. Now you will get to know that facing a difficulty in starvation and doing hard work is so difficult. Having said this, she shut the door on his face. Now the crow was realizing all the mistakes.
Neither my deeds nor my behavior were good. That's why no one wants to help me.
Thinking on those lines, he went ahead. He saw that the ant was standing outside its den and he had a leaf in its hands.
Hey ant, what are you doing?
There is lot of food in my den which I had stored after lots of hard work. The water is flowing by this road. That's why I'm trying to stop the flow of the water with the help of this leaf.
Can I stay in your cave, ant?
Rocky, you can stay in my den. I have lots of food stored in my den. With the help of the food, you can stay here for a long time. You can stay here. I cannot go out before the storm stops. I will keep standing here to stop the flow of the water. Hearing all that, the ant said, the crow was really impressed.
I had not even helped you to lift a grain, whereas you are giving me the grains in my custody which you have collected toiling for a month.
What else can I do, crow brother? That is why I had stored so much food, so that it may help me in my difficulty. Doesn't matter if I eat or anyone else.
Seeing your guts and kind-heartedness, I wish to work hard now. Just wait and watch what shall I do now.
The crow now flew from there and brought a pebble in its mouth. It kept it in front of the ant and flew back. In the same way, he brought another pebble and kept it in front of the ant. This is how he went on for hours tirelessly. And the place where the ant was standing with a leaf, there were a lot of pebbles now. And a wall appeared. And the water gushed past, hitting the wall. Oh, so good, crow brother. You made such a tall wall. Now the water will never ever enter my den. The crow was very happy hearing this. And then both of them went inside the den, started eating food.
Really enjoying the dish. Had I taken the food without any labor, it wouldn't have been so relishing.
The crow had now learnt a lesson that we should work very hard and we should go on helping others. That's how in our difficult times we won't be alone and weak.